Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So we are from group 6. Today we will be present about the evaluation results about the narrative essay with title Little Red Riding Hood. There are 3 columns, and the first columns will be presented by Vera Ashary, and the second column will be presented by me, Siti Rahmah, and the last column will be presented by Suci, Indah, Sari. So without any further ado, let's get started. Vera Ashary, time is yours.
Okay, moderator, thank you. I'm Vera. I will explain the first column of the package book entitled English Book for 10th grade student with the story titled Little Red Riding Hood, page 137 to 140, with narrative this genre. The first part is introductory paragraph about Hook. This paragraph relates to a girl with a Red Riding Hood who does not recognize a wolf disguised as her grandmother. To background info, the sentence is the essay, so I'm fucking up my trouble in an old kid back in the woods when I hear a twig snap. And the last one, the thesis statement. The sentence is, whatever, I need to taste Granny, that you are entered creeping me out. She threw a piece of gum in her mouth and stared into my eyes while chewing. A few seconds later, she pulled out a smartphone and pushed me out of the way. I started to follow her. The second is man body paragraph. My point in the paragraph 1 is she screamed an ear-piercing scream that made me roll and fell to the ground and cried. Spot in one sentence is an armadillo, a wolf, and it's going to totally take me. Spotting 2 sentence is she screamed and ran into the woods. Spotting 3 sentence is she ran out from behind the tree. I don't have a job, so please don't eat me, she yelled. My point in paragraph 2. As she ran away, I saw a label on her basket. I said to Grandma, 2235 and E for City. Maybe I could be friends with a little hood there. Spotting 1 sentence is I arrived at the old lady's door when I saw my old friend Book Wolf chasing their little pirates in the brick. Spotting 2 sentence is sweet voice Grandma called, who is it? Spotting 3 sentence is the Cruella department. I answered, whoa, that was late. Wolf fault. 3. My point in the paragraph 3. Comment. The grandma said as soon as I entered, the grandma was so scared, she jumped into my mouth. I accidentally swallowed the sweet little woman. At the worst time, there are worse than worst times. Little Hood showed up. Spotting 1 sentence is, Granny, I broke your cookies, she said. Spotting 2 sentence is, wow, Granny, what a big paws you have, she said in slightly frightened tone. And then the wolf said, aren't you a bit too old to be concerned about what your granny looks like? Spotting 3 sentence is, no, and FYI, I'm only like 14. And then she realized that it was a wolf, not her granny. And the last one is concluding paragraph. The conclusion is, Little Red Riding Hood tells the story of a girl who is going to visit her granny's house with the cookies. On the way, the girl meets a wolf who is curious about the basket. Out of curiosity, this wolf followed the girl to her granny's house. Then this wolf knocked on the door, but the granny thought it was her grandson. The old woman was shocked and jumped towards the wolf's mouth. Then this wolf used the voice of Granny and disguised herself as the granny of the Little Red Riding Hood. But in the end, wolf's disguise was blown. Thank you.
Alright, what a nice explanation from Vera Ashary. Thank you so much. So let's go to the next column. The second column, will be presented by me, Siti Rahmah. So in this column, I would like to tell about the why the sentences are connected to each other, and I would like to explain about the reason why our paragraphs are connected to each other. And of course, the last one is I would like to tell you about the concluding paragraph. So let's get started with the introductory paragraph. Let's see the sentence 1 and sentence 2. Sentence 1 and sentence 2 say, so I'm picking up my troubles in an old kid back in the woods when I hear a twig snap. I turn to see a little red hooded teen with a picnic basket that say, Mommy's little girl, along with a picture of the girl yawning. So I think in the introductory paragraph, there is two sentences. So I think they are connected to each other because there is cohesive devices, which is signal words. The signal words is mommy's little girl. The mommy's little girl refers to a little red hooded. So I think that makes the sentences are connected to each other. Beside that, there is also a direct sentences after that. It said, "Hey Lil Hood, I like that basket." I rolled my eyes. "Whatever, I need to text Granny that you're utterly creeping me out." So I think the direct sentences, it is also makes the sentences are connected to each other. The introductory paragraph. So I think all the direct sentences obviously connected to each other. So that's all for the introductory paragraph. Just like two sentences with the two direct sentences also. So let's go to the paragraph 1. The paragraph 1, sentence 1 and sentence 2 said, "She drew a piece of gum in her mouth and stared into my eyes while chewing. A few seconds later, she pulled out a smartphone and pushed me out of the way." So I think the sentences are connected because there is a conjunction. There is a subordinating conjunction, which is a few seconds later. So that's make the sentences are connected. Let's see the second sentence and the third sentence. "A few seconds later, she pulled out a smartphone and pushed me out of the way. I started to follow her." So I think the sentences are connected because there is a cohesive devices, which is pronoun. The pronoun is her, which is reversed to the little red hooded. So I think that's all for the paragraph 1. Let's go to the paragraph 2. Sentence 1 and sentence 2 said, "So what's in the basket?" I asked. She backed away from me. She backed away from me. So I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a cohesive devices, which is pronoun me that refers to the wolf. And let's go to the next sentences. "I reached into my pocket for the friendship coupon I got for my birthday. Instead, I pulled out an I will eat you coupon used to the 3,000 human juice peach restaurant, which enable you to get an all-you-can-eat dinner." So I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a cohesive devices, which is you that refers to the little red hood. And the next is, "She screamed an ear-piercing scream that made me roar and fall to the ground and curl up." I think that there is a same reason too, which is the cohesive devices, which is pronoun me that refers to the wolf. So I think that's all for the paragraph 2. So next, let's go to the paragraph 3. The sentence 1 and sentence 2 said, "It's an armadillo wolf and it's going to totally attack me." She screamed and ran into the woods. A troop of 7 dwarfs marched out of the trees. So there is a direct sentence and sentence, but I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a cohesive devices, which is pronoun me that refers to the little red hood. So the next, let's see, "They all turned towards me. We're the 7 levels of awesomeness," a red-sheared dwarf said in a squeaky voice and then played a high chord on an electric guitar. The dwarf started to explain a boring history story. As soon as his eyes closed, I stepped over the whole row of dwarfs in one step. I continued to look for the girl. And I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a conjunction and the signal words, which is the signal words is girl that refers to the little red hood. So maybe that's all for the paragraph 3. So after the paragraph 3, there is so many direct sentence, which is obviously they are connected to each other because of the cohesive devices, which is pronoun. So let's go to the paragraph 4. The first sentence and 2 sentences said, "As she ran away, I saw a label on her basket. It said, 'To Grandma, 2,235 and a forest Siti.' Maybe, just maybe, I could be friends with a little hood there." I think this is not the sentence, obviously, but I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a cohesive devices pronoun, which is it said. So I think the sentences are connected to each other for the paragraph 4. So that's all for the paragraph 4. So the next is paragraph 5. The first sentence and two sentences said, I arrived at the old lady's door when I saw my old friend Bob Wolf chasing 3 tidal pirates in the bridge. He had recently shed 3 little famous big chefs, but that's whole different. Mal game, I think. Well, there is a 2 sentence, but I think this is connect when I continued with the next sentence, which is it said, anyway, I knock on the door. So I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a conjunction. The conjunction is the first. I would like to tell you about the first. For the second sentence, it said but. Well, but is a coordinating conjunction, so that's make the sentences are connected. And the third is anyway. Well, anyway is the constructive conjunction, so that makes the sentences are connected to each other. So I think that's all for the paragraph 5. So next, let's go to the paragraph 6. It said, sentence 1 and sentence 2 said, come in, the grandma said. As soon as I entered, the grandma was so scared she jumped into my mouth. I accidentally swallowed the sweet little woman. So I think this paragraph, the 6th paragraph, is connected to each other when you like collaborate the all sentences. So it makes the sentences are connected because there is a direct sentences in the paragraph. So I think you should connect it all the sentences. So I think the sentences are connected to each other because there is a conjunction, of course, and when you try to continue the next sentence, it is also make the sentences are connected to each other. So I think that's all for the 6th paragraph. Okay, after the 6th paragraph, there is so many direct sentences, so I think it is obviously connected. Well, let's go to the 7th paragraph, the last paragraph. So I think the first sentence and 2 sentences say, I stepped guiltily out of the door. You caught me and red-handed. Wait, no, you caught me by my hand. I gazed at my hand. So I think same as the reason as the 6th paragraph, the sentences are connected because you continue the next sentence. So that's make the sentence are connected to each other. It also includes in the 7th paragraph, it includes the conjunction, of course, the conjunction and, which is the and then is the coordinating conjunction. So I think that's all for the 7th paragraph. Okay, after the 7th paragraph, there is also direct sentences. So I think they are connected to each other. So let's go to the concluding paragraph. It said, cat got your tongue, the dwarf said, and pulled out a cat. You're just full of surprise, aren't you? Finally, after tons and tons of terrible puns in my mouth, grandma was pulled out. Then we all lived tax-free ever after. So I think this is a good concluding paragraph because the sentences are connected to each other because of the conjunction and yes, because of the conjunction and the cohesive devices, which is pronoun you. The conjunction in here is finally and then, which is the finally is the adverbial conjunction and then is the coordinating conjunction. So, what the reason the paragraph are connected in narrative text titled Little Red Riding Hood is all paragraphs can be connected because of existence cohesive devices like signal words, pronoun, repetition, and deletion. But especially in the narrative text titled Little Red Riding Hood, as we have analyzed with my group, most of what makes paragraph connected to each other in the text is the presence of conjunctions, pronouns, and signal words. So that's all from me. So So that's all for the column 2. So the next column will be presented by Suci Indah Sari. Suci Indah Sari, time is yours.
Okay, my name is Suci Indah Sari, and in this occasion, I will present about the result of the third column, which is talk about simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence. But before that, I will explain about the definitions of these four types of sentences. First is simple sentence. Simple sentence must have a single clause or verb, which is independent. It consists with subject plus verb plus complement or object. Next is compound sentence. Compound sentence must have more than one independent clause with no independent clause. It connects with for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. It also have semicolon and conjunctive adverb like besides, furthermore, however, instead, nevertheless, so, then, therefore, and other. It consists with subject plus verb plus object or complement plus coordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb plus object or complement. Next is complex sentence. Complex sentence also has more than one clause, but one of them must be an independent clause and the other must be an independent clauses. It is connect with before, after, when, while, in order to, although, even though, whenever, wherever, even if, as if, and other. And the last is compound complex sentence. Is a mix of the features of compound and complex sentence in one sentences. Okay, now I will present about the result of the third column. Okay, the next is introductory paragraph. There are two simple sentences in introductory paragraph. First is sentence 1. So I'm picking up my troubles in an old kit bag. And in sentence 2, I turn to see a little red hooded teen with a picnic basket. This sentence have subject, verb, and object, which is independent. And in main body paragraph, there is compound sentence in sentence 2. So she threw a piece of gum in her mouth and stared into my eyes while chewing. This sentence have two verb, which is threw and stared, and it connect with and. And also in sentence 3, there is a compound sentence. She pulled out a smartphone and pushed me out of the way. This sentence have two verb or two clause, which is pulled out and push me out, and these two verb connect with and. Okay, in sentence 4 there is a simple sentence, which is I started to follow her. This is an independent sentence. And in paragraph 2 there is a simple sentence in sentence 1. She backed away from me. This sentence have one clause. And there is a compound sentence in sentence 2. I reached into my pocket for the friendship coupon I got for my birthday. Instead, I pulled out an I will eat you coupon used for the 3,000 humongous big restaurant, which enables you to get an all-you-can-eat dinner. This sentence have two verb, which is I reached and pulled out, and its two verb connect with instead. In sentence 4, there is a compound sentence. She screamed an ear-piercing scream that made me roar and fall to the ground and crawl up. This sentence have two clause, which is scream and roar, and it connect with and. And in paragraph 3, there are simple sentence and complex sentence. In sentence 1, she shriek and run into woods. This is a simple sentence, which is an independent sentence. Okay, and there is a simple sentence in sentence 2. They all turn toward me. And sentence 3, there are simple sentence, which is we are the 7 levels of awesomeness. And there is a simple sentence in sentence 4. The dwarf started to explain a boring history story. And this is an independent sentence. And in sentence 6, there is a simple sentence. I continue to look for the girl. This is have one clause, which is look. And then in sentence 9, there is a simple sentence, which is she ran out from behind the tree. And in paragraph 4, there is a simple sentence in sentences 1, I could be friends with a little hood there. In paragraph 5, there is a simple sentence in sentences 1, I knock on the door. This is have one clause, which is I knock. And then in sentences 2, in sentence 2, there is a compound sentence, which is he had recently cased 3 little mouse pigs safe, but that's a whole different. These 2 clauses connect with but. And then in paragraph 6, there is a simple sentence in sentence 1, I accidentally swallowed the sweet little woman. In move to sentence 7, there is a simple sentence, I wait at least a minute. And in sentence 8, there is a simple sentence, I reached a pail out. And in sentence 10, there is a simple sentence, I scolded back with a hint of worry. And we move to concluding paragraph. In sentence 1, there is a simple sentence, I stepped boldly out of the door. And then in sentence 2, there is a simple sentence, the dwarf reached his hand into my throat. And move to sentence 4, there is a compound sentence, the dwarf sat and pulled out a cap. And the last is sentence 6, there is a simple sentence, then we all live tax-free ever after. This sentence have one clause which is independent. Okay, maybe that's all that I can explain from the text. Thank you.
Alright, what a nice explanation from Suci, Indah, Sari. Thank you so much. So, well, that's all for the evaluation results from group 6, from our group. So, I hope you understand, and thanks for the attention. And sorry if there are many mistakes in our videos. So, thank you so much for watching, and wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.